Video as well as the next few, we are going to work on questions for grade 11 trigonometry where you are required to prove the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Now the good thing about these questions is that you are given the answer, so you always know what you're working towards. What the question tests you on though is all of your rules that you've learned, so your identities as well as your rules of fractions. So you're going to be adding fractions, sometimes dividing them, sometimes multiplying. So you need to remember all of those rules that you had learned in primary school on how to simplify fractions. Now, generally, when it comes to questions like this, we usually choose the side that has a lot more going on, where we can simplify a lot more. So here, that is obviously going to be the left-hand side. Always start off by writing down the side that you're going to work with. So here we have the left hand side is equal to sine x plus cos squared x over sine x. Now what we can do to start off here is try to get it to be one fraction. So just remember, on the left hand side where you have sine x, that is a fraction because it's over 1. So what we actually have is we are adding two fractions that have different denominators. Remember the rule that we use to simplify this? So I have mentioned this to you in other videos, but I've just written down the rule again on the right hand side. Now, if you are adding fractions with different denominators, you learned in primary school that you need to get something called the LCD, the lowest common denominator. But what happens when your denominators are not values? They are in terms of x, like what we have here, where it's not that obvious as to what the LCD should be. Instead, to get the new denominator, we multiply both denominators together. So we're going to have b times d. To get the numerator, we cross multiply. So we're going to take this denominator and multiply it across. We're going to get ad. Now whatever sign you have in between, that is the plus or the minus, keep the same sign. Here we have a plus, so we're going to keep a plus in between, and then we cross multiply the other way. So we're going to take the first denominator and multiply it with the second numerator. That gives us BC. So this is the rule that we use when we are adding or subtracting fractions with different denominators. Now let's apply the same rule to the left-hand side. So to get the new denominator, we are going to multiply both denominators together. 1 times sine x is sine x. To get the numerator, we are going to cross multiply. So we're going to take sine x, multiply across with sine x. Because it is multiplying with itself, it becomes squared. So we have sine squared x. Now we had a plus in between the two fractions, so we're going to keep the same plus. Then we're going to cross multiply the other way. We've got 1 times cos squared x, which is cos squared x. Now there is something interesting that you notice about your numerator. That is actually your identity. Remember, sine squared x plus cos squared x is equal to 1. So we can replace that numerator with 1. Our denominator stays the same. What we're left with is 1 over sine x, which is the same as the right hand side. So we conclude and say it's equal to the right hand side. Ultimately, what we have done is we've proved a left-hand side is equal to right-hand side. Please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for more content.